A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark, chapter 8, verses 11 to 15. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. When they arrived, the Pharisees came out and started in on him, badgering him to prove himself, pushing him up against the wall. Provoked, he said, "Why does this generation clamor for miraculous guarantees? If I have anything to say about it, you will not get so much as a hint of a guarantee. Contaminating yeast." He then left them, got back in the boat, and headed for the other side. But the disciples forgot to pack a lunch, except for a single loaf of bread. There wasn't a crumb in the boat. Jesus warned, "Be very careful. Keep a sharp eye out for the contaminating yeast of Pharisees and the followers of Herod." The Gospel of the Lord.
Let us now listen to a short reflection on the Holy Gospel according to St. Mark, chapter 8, verses 11 to 13. Our unbelief causes God sigh. When we realize that nothing we say or do makes sense to those around us, we sigh. When unspeakable sorrow wells up within us, we sigh. God sighs when He sees in us shallowness of faith and rebellious resistance to truth, a resistance that prevents the Spirit from entering our hearts. The Pharisees' demand for a sign was a true sign of their lack of faith in Him, for they had already concluded that Jesus was colluding with Beelzebub. We are just a few days away from Lent. In the story of the temptation of Jesus in the desert, the devil asks Jesus to turn the stones into bread or to jump from the pinnacle of the temple to make a spectacular show of his might. The temptation of Jesus was not just those in the desert, but it was a constant reality throughout his life. The confrontation with the Pharisees in today's gospel is just one such instance. Here the Pharisee plays the devil and asks for a sign from heaven, just like in the temptation story. Jesus refused to oblige to the devil in the desert, and also here in his response to the Pharisees. No sign will be given to this generation. Jesus leaves without obliging them, for he knows that their minds are totally closed, and no sign is going to convince them otherwise. True faith does not need signs. It simply believes, trusts, and loves. As we read in the letter of St. James in the first reading today,